today's topic is one of those where I tell the client, all right, you're going to want to sit down, take a deep breath, and think about giving something up in order to get the tenant out. And I always I always approach this sensitively because I get it. You're thinking, what? They haven't paid me rent, but you want me to be in a giving mood to them? Yes, actually. So, one thing to be certain of is that time is money. And so, think about the following. Let's assume that your monthly rent is $1,000. Let's also assume that they filed, right? And I'm sorry, you filed and they have appealed. Okay. So if this has happened, you're looking at from the point of your filing to the exercise of their appeal, a potential of 3 to 4 months going by. And what is typical is during that 3 to 4 months, the tenant may pay for 2 months of rent, may pay for one. Sometimes they get by paying no rent into the court's registry. And so 4 months have passed. The day you filed, they were already delinquent. And let's say you did it quickly and they were only delinquent 1 month. But the process has elapsed in another 4 months. So we're talking about a $5,000 difference. If they paid a couple of months in the registry, that's nice. That's $2,000. But it's still a $3,000 loss, which, let's face it, is going to be difficult to collect from them. So what are we talking about? Well, we're talking about potentially limiting what could be 4 months of time and 5 months of loss to something much less significant, particularly in the justice court arena. So, for example, we know that when you get your judgment in justice court, the judge says, well, you got 5 days to appeal and then you got to go, which really comes out to about a week. Well, it's at this time when I strongly recommend to landlords and say, give them 2 weeks to move out. Tell them, I won't get a writ. I know I can get a writ in 1 week, but I'll give you 2 weeks to move out. Heck, I'll give you 3. Why would you be that generous? Well, because you know that if they appeal, it's going to add 8 to 12 weeks minimally to the process. Minimally. And you don't want that, right? And so by giving them 3 weeks, you know they're never going to pay you this rent. But if you give them the 3 weeks and it takes them the full 3 weeks to move out, you might prevent them from filing that appeal and adding the 8 to 12 weeks and saving 5 to 9 weeks worth of rent at $1,000 a month puts anywhere from $1,000 to $3,000 back into your pocket. And so the faster you get your property back, the better off you are. You don't want to lose $5,000 in the long run if you can make it up by giving 3 weeks. That comes out, that's a $750 swing against you, but it prevents losing many more thousands of dollars by strictly, saying I'm going to enforce it. You make them desperate. You essentially coax them into filing the appeal and then costing you not 3 weeks now, 2 to 3 months of unpaid rent. And so yes, sometimes your case is going to be specific to you, but sometimes you don't want to appear generous in hopes of losing less money in the long run. And so giving more than the week that the Justice Court automatically gives, again, could sidestep that appeal and buy you significant, significant time back. And so I hope this helps, and happy leasing. So send me your questions. If you've got questions about landlord-tenant law and there's something you're a little shaky on or something you just need a little clarification, post something in our Facebook group. Shoot me an email at ernie.garcia@attorneyeg.com. It's right there. Or post something in our Facebook group. If you're not a member yet, join our Facebook group. We look forward to you. If you look on Facebook, we are Texas Landlords. Finally, if you want to call, that's our number. Feel free to call us, and we'll be happy to help in any way that we can. And so keep your questions coming. I'm happy to answer as many questions as I can. Bye.